what I learned from hundreds of mistakes on stage. If you are an amateur pianist, you're probably afraid of mistakes like nothing else. We've just finished our Saturday's online masterclass, and this is the one most obvious thing that I can see every single week, that most amateur pianists are extremely afraid of doing mistakes, especially in front of others. And in today's video, I would just like to show you how you should deal with them and why it's not so bad after all. Because if you're making mistakes, you're usually moving closer to the target. Of course, it's important that you analyze your mistakes and you learn from them so that you don't do them 2 or 3 times in a row. But if you make mistakes, it moves you closer to the goal. You can learn from your own mistakes, you can learn from the mistakes of others, but mistakes are simply part of the process. So if you actually want to make faster progress, what do you need to do? Right, you need to do more mistakes. And mistakes are not just playing wrong notes. Many people think that playing a mistake is simply playing a wrong note. There are also many mistakes in terms of interpretation. If you don't phrase in the right way, if you don't do what the composer intended in the piece, if you simply completely play the wrong emotion, the wrong idea in the piece, that is also a mistake. Or if you just, play in a mechanical way, that's also a mistake. So you have to do many mistakes if you want to play more difficult repertoire soon, if you want to play in front of your friends or even pets, if you want to feel confident when you play in front of others at your church community or wherever, then you need to make lots of mistakes. And what's the most healthy way to approach this? It's by looking out for situations where you are stressed. If you are stressed in a specific situation, that is a very good sign, and it increases the likelihood that you make a mistake. Of course, you should not make mistakes voluntarily. You should not try to make a mistake. Of course, you will try your best, but you have to confront situations where it's very likely that mistakes will happen, because that increases your learning chance. It's very counterintuitive, but that's actually how success works. You have to confront these situations where you are afraid, overcome your fears, and then do the mistakes and learn from them. And what can you do to make even faster progress? It's by learning from other people's mistakes. That you can do when you have a coach can show you, okay, if you go there will already be mistakes waiting for you. So don't go there, go in this direction. Or you watch other people who are on the same path as you are and learn from their experiences, learn from their progress, learn from their own mistakes. And like that, you can also, copy some of the things for yourself, so you can avoid doing all the mistakes yourself. That's also a very big mistake that I see very often. People just learn the piano on their own without friends that are on the same journey, and then they are stuck. Because you need to do all the mistakes on your own. Will take much more time. I remember all these great classes with, Daniel Barenboim, Sir Andras Schiff, Maria Jo Perez, and all the other pianists I worked with when I was younger. And we would always have group sessions. It's so important, and you can usually learn much more when you listen to others than when you play yourself. Because when you play yourself, you are so nervous that you cannot control what you're doing many times. And when you listen to others, you actually train that ear that you need for your own playing. And you can also then listen to the comments and, listen to yourself. I would recommend that you also watch recordings of your lessons or your own playing. That is, of course, very helpful if you want to learn from yourself and your own experiences. But listening to others is opening up so many doors. I cannot highlight how important that is. And for example, today we've also been playing for each other here. We have a Bach Symphonia that is very cool. So we share music and we learn with each other, which is a really, really cool experience, especially nowadays as people, don't have so many like-minded people in their area. Maybe you live in the countryside. Maybe you don't have that community, or maybe you're in a city, but it's very hard to find people who are, yeah, exactly as you are, as fascinated by the piano as you are. And you want to grow together, you want to encourage yourself to make mistakes. So you need that kind of support from your friends or from your teachers that you should make mistakes in order to grow. And it's very toxic if your environment doesn't allow you to make mistakes and to grow. It's often these fears from childhood that we have ingrained in ourselves. Someone criticized us at some point. In my case, I remember a situation where a piano tuner, I played for him after like a few years of playing the piano, and he said, that's really nice, but other kids play that already after 1 year. Or I remember a teacher in school who I told, I want to be a conductor, and she said, but you need to be musical for that. And of course, it's very hard to overcome these kind of situations, this criticism, where it's obvious, you should make mistakes, you have to be perfect already from a very young age. That's not so healthy. So I believe we have to build that kind of culture around mistakes again, that it's normal and it's actually a good thing that let's be honest, if you start something from scratch, or even you start something and you've learned it for a few years, how should you be able to play everything perfectly? It's not possible. Why do you put yourself that expectation? I see that often, that especially amateur players, they have already had some certain success in their field, be it as a lawyer, a psychologist, a doctor, business person, self-employed, doesn't matter what it is. And they built this kind of confidence around this area, and they think somehow that they can convert that directly to the piano, but it is not how it works. The piano is such a different thing. It includes many other areas of the brain, and it's actually very, very hard thing. So it's a very humbling experience to do that, and it's also very good for your own personal growth if you play the piano. So if you're doing that, keep going no matter what your friends say, and you should dare to make mistakes, and you should dare to play for others with mistakes as well. Only like that you will be able to grow in the long term and become a musician yourself. And if you want to have that kind of support, if you want to have that community which shows you that it's okay that you're in the learning phase and that you don't have to be perfect yet, and people who actually challenge you, that you make that kind of progress, then you should definitely apply for a free first lesson with me, in which we will actually look where you are, if you fit into that community, and if you are someone who is also, who takes things seriously in a way that you are actually dedicated to this craft and you want to make the best out of it, and you want to become the best possible version of yourself as a musician. And it's really, really a beautiful goal, and I see more and more people doing that. It's really kind of a movement nowadays that people start learning the piano as amateur players, and I really am enjoying that so much, to share these kind of things with you, because I really feel music is so important in society, and it's just a different thing if you play yourself and you dare to also learn something new in your life where you're not good yet, than just listening passively in concerts. So if that's you, if you are this amateur player who wants to take things seriously and just wants to have a supportive community and also great feedback from myself, then apply for this free session at aaronpilsner.com/academy, and we will talk to each other very soon, and we will see, if it's maybe a good fit or not. However, this lesson will already move you forward, as I have much more valuable insights than you can get from such a YouTube video. Thank you for watching anyways. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We see each other very soon in the next video. And now I'm gonna have some dinner. It's already 8:30, but I thought I have to, just give that to you, and wish you a great day and a great weekend. Bye bye.